MLB the Show 23 is upon us, and with it becomes a new march to a God Squad in MLB the Show 23's Diamond Dynasty. Completely no money spent. In this series, I'm going to walk you through everything that you want to do to give yourself the best possible team without spending a single dollar in this game. All right, let's not wait any longer. Let's get right into MLB The Show 23. We waited long enough. All right, we are starting fresh, and that means that the Nada Dollars are making their second ever start in an Ultimate Team game mode. So that is going to be the squad's name. Just like in NHL, for all my NHL viewers, we will be the Nada Dollars. That's not how you spell dollars. We're off to a great start. All right, the team Armadillos. I mean, all right, we're going to go with the no socks. That makes sense. No money spent. No socks. Yep. Abbreviation. I mean, we already know. We are the Nads. Okay, and we're going to leave the colors and all of that because I'm going to probably use the Boston Red Sox jerseys. I'm not big on, I'm a Red Sox fan, and secondly, I kind of like using the actual jerseys for them. So here we go. We're going to create the team, and we have no pre-order bonuses. All right, so this first episode, this is a true no money spent series. I know there is a lot of you out there that if you get pre-order stuff, that like deems you not no money spent. I personally don't agree with that, but I know a lot of you out there, the truists, you know, the cult of no money spent players, they will say otherwise. So for this, we are going to start completely clean. I'm not getting any packs outside of just the stuff I earned. So here we go. For this, I'm going to, you know, the tutorial, all this nonsense, I'm going to fly through that, and we're going to pick up after all of this. This is very self-explanatory. If you're brand new to the game, pay attention. If not, if you've played a couple years, just hit X a bunch, and eventually you'll get there. All right, so we got our first gold player by completing those moments like the tutorial. It is James Karinchak from the Guardians, and he immediately becomes our best player. So we'll add him to the squad. So we got a reliever, which is cool. And again, I'm going to walk you guys through how you want to start your team and what you want to be focusing on. I think I need to mention the goal of this series will be to complete the live series collection. So for anyone that is a veteran of MLB The Show, completing the live series collection is going to be the goal. For anyone that doesn't know what that is, I'll walk you through and show you that. It's basically collecting every single player in the game, the live series cards, and it is an extremely expensive endeavor. It is something that we will do completely no money spent, and that is going to be the goal of this series as we continue on throughout the year. So we get our first look at the XP reward path that is now back in MLB The Show. You earn XP anyway playing the game. It doesn't matter if you're in Road to the Show, franchise mode, whatever, you're earning XP. Obviously, in Diamond Dynasty, you are earning a lot more by completing various tasks. However, you know, there are a lot of cards in this list of XP rewards that are going to really help you out, that being the captains. You also get a ton of packs. You've got a lot of gold players that will help you out as well, and I'll talk about that as we unlock them and go along. But for right now, the first one we get is the King Saladin jerseys, which are actually pretty cool. So there we go, we have that. Now that we've got our squad, we've done the tutorial. Here is the team, and it's ugly. All right, we have got a lot of work to do. Anthony Rizzo is our best player. We did get the Core Series Derek Jeter. For anyone that does not know what the difference between Core and everything like that, I'll explain that again. There's a lot of things about this game. You're probably going to be overwhelmed, especially if you're a new player. But we did get a few cards, and essentially the only gold that we did pack was that Karinchak card. But yeah, it's time to get started, and here is what I want to focus on. First things first, I don't believe in the store we have any packs, but let's just take a look. I've got one from the tech test. You know, I earned that. There we go. Alex Bregman. That's going to work. I earned that by doing the tech test. That was no money spent. I didn't spend any money, so there we go. As we go through, he is going to replace Ellie De La Cruz. Bregman, welcome to the squad. And we also got a Twitch drop, so we'll go ahead and open up that pack. And we got a couple silvers. So all of these cards that you see here, these are live series cards. We are going to be collecting all of them, and it is going to be an extremely long endeavor, but we're gonna get there. And there is a ton to do in this game early on. I feel like a lot of people, especially if you're new to Diamond Dynasty, even if you're not, if you haven't been paying attention to all the streams and things like that about the reveal, it's very overwhelming. There is so much to do early on, especially if you're no money spent, because, well, if you spend a ton of money in this game, you're gonna be collecting a ton of different cards and things like that. Obviously, if you're no money spent, you've got to be grinding either the market or just the content to try and unlock them. Now, I do believe there is a free Derek Jeter that does not cost anything. So we are going to take that. MLB The Show loves to give away free stuff. And we are going to take this 86 postseason Derek Jeter. A little diamond animation for you. We'll take it. As a Red Sox fan, I'm not a huge enjoyer of the amount of Yankees stuff, but that's okay. Joins the fray. So we'll actually just replace the Derek Jeter that we've got in the lineup. This one that we got for free. He is going to be our starting shortstop. So, love that. Again, that's all free. So, we're well on our way. We've got 780 stubs. You see that in the top left. But, where do we go? All right, we've got programs. All right, we've got Team Affinity. So, for anyone, again, that is not new, I'm going to create this. It's kind of like a tutorial or a crash course on MLB The Show. But for each division in MLB, there is the Affinity. This is back from, I believe, MLB 21 after a year off. And it's a great way to earn free cards. So every division has one player from each team that you can earn from each division. So in the AL East, you can earn Cedric Mullins, Devers, Giancarlo Stanton, Wander Franco, and Bo Bichette for free by just completing the Affinity. It's a great way to build up a free-to-play squad by not spending any stubs. And that's probably what we're going to lean into pretty heavily, because we're not going to be able to spend stubs on any of the high-powered cards that aren't live series, because all of my stubs need to go into completing the live series collection. So why don't, I'm just going to go through here again. You'll see that there's 6 divisions. We'll touch on that in a little bit. And then you've got other programs. So we have the starter program, where by doing a couple various tasks, this is again very tutorial-esque, we can get the rookie season Jazz Chisholm. We can also get this 88 Sammy Sosa. And then at the end, you can get the 87 Diamond Justin Verlander. And again, because we don't have any, really money to spend on cards, any free diamond is going to be huge at the beginning. But then we also have the World Baseball Classic program, and this is where I'm going to put a lot of time in early in the game, because there are so many free diamond cards throughout this program. Like, there's an absolute stunning amount, including at the end, you got a couple 95s, as well as the 97 Kazuki Kondo, I believe is his name. And then as you go along here, again, you're going to see a ton of other 97s that you can earn. And as well, the chance at the Around the World pack, which could give you a shot at the 99 Mike Trout, which is obviously massive. So, again, that is something that we're going to be working towards. But for this series, I do want to show you guys the live series, and the goal is in this series, and no money spent, to complete the live series collection. So again, this is for anyone that does not know. For Heal, while I'm recording this, please stop opening up packs. All right, so if you can complete the live series collection, you will end up with this 99 Derek Jeter card. The animation on it is actually gorgeous, and this is the goal, okay? I want to be able to complete this for free without spending any money in the game. Now, if you complete the American League, you will get this 99 Mark McGwire card. Completing the National League will get you this 99 Sammy Sosa card. If you get both of these, you will get the Derek Jeter. As you go along, the goal is to complete every single team. Now, again, you have to get every single card, lock it into your collection, and when you do that, you will earn the team's collection reward. So if you collect all of the Baltimore Orioles, you will get the 97 Jim Palmer. So there are a lot of collections to go through. Some teams are more expensive, obviously, with the Angels having 2 of the most expensive cards in the game in the 95 Live Series Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout. Obviously, that means that their reward is going to give you a better player in the 94 Tim Salmon, the Captain Series card. And again, we'll talk about Captain cards as we go along, but they are going to be more expensive. My strategy usually is to collect the more expensive teams first, get them out of the way, because even though you're locking them in, you can still use those cards. So my goal is to get Mike Trout fairly quickly because I can use him on my team, and I also get him out of the way so that as I'm going on, it's kind of a snowball. You get the Angels done, and then you can get all the other teams done a little bit faster, at least for the American League. I would also pick a league to start with, whether it be the American League or the National League. If you get some big diamond pulls in the National League, I'd probably focus on them first so that you get all one. I would not spread it around because if you complete the American League, you will get Mark McGwire, and if you're spreading it out, you're just, you know, keeping yourself from getting one of Sammy Sosa or Mark McGwire. So that is what I wanted to do and touch on that. That is going to be the goal of that. There's a lot of other collections and things like that, but I'll have videos that will go more in depth for each of those. This is the No Money Spent series and how we are going to start tackling things. My goal early on, build my team. I probably won't touch ranked seasons for quite some time because I want to build my team up, and you can do that. The most effective way is offline, in my opinion, unless you are super elite at the game, which is fine. But I'm going to spend a lot of my time in moments working towards the programs, and then Conquest. Conquest is, you know, maybe a little bit more boring for the online players, but it does give you some huge rewards that, again, you can get for free. So the American map it does take the longest, quite a long time. It gives you a ton of rewards, though, if you can complete it. So if you complete the Nation of Baseball Conquest, you will get this 92 Roberto Clemente, which, again, for free gives you someone with 125 contact against lefties, 108 against righties. And, again, you'll get some other ones as well. You can get this 90 Alkaline, as well as 90 Greg Maddux. And you see that you're just getting more diamonds by playing the game. But you want to make sure that while you're playing this, you maximize your time by having program players in your lineup so that you are working towards the program while you're doing this. Again, it is about maximizing your time. So we are going to start with that by getting some of the program players in our lineup. And I think the best way to do that is the World Baseball Classic program, all right? You do have the starter program as well, and if you are brand new to the game, maybe start with that, but I think I'm going to spend a lot of my time on the World Baseball Classic first because you can essentially get a full lineup of 90 overall and above diamond players if you can complete this program. So what I would recommend first, starting out, is to just get all of the moments done. If you go into the moments, there are a lot of them, and you will get 2 program points. You see that on the right side there, 2 program points for every single one. So there are a lot. And again, as you go along, you will see, I mean, all it does is take 5. So if you complete 3 moments, you will get a 90 overall choice pack from any of these cards from that pack alone. And as you see, it's very, very easy. So why don't we just get into some moments and with the World Baseball Classic, a kickoff, no money spent by playing the game. So here we go. We're going to go the Ruben raises the roof. All we've got to do is get on base 2 times. We're going to go ahead and play the moment. All right. I'll also touch on PCI preferences in a full-on settings video. As you see, I'm using the bat PCI as well as magenta as the color. As we rush it over, that doesn't count though. So we just have to get on base twice, which is fine. I love moments because, like, oh, that sounded nice. Let's go. Ruben Tejada. And that'll do it. Bang. We're going to get on base twice, and that's the moment done, guys. Again, if you are brand new to the game, it's very quick. And if you're coming over from the NHL community, which a lot of you, if you're watching this on my channel early on, you probably are. So welcome to MLB the Show. But that's a very, very quick way to do it. We unlock that, but we also see in the top left, I earned 2 program points. And again, at 5, we will get this choice pack. And I'll go through all of the players and just kind of pick the ones that I want. But it's going to be different for everyone depending on if you opened up packs and whatnot. I'll touch on missions and everything else as we go through. But as you can see, what I was mentioning earlier about Conquest, and you want to have your lineup full of program players. All right, so as you'll see right here, this is getting parallel XP with Jonathan Loaizaga. All right, so you have to get that card first, and then as you see, it says where to play. You can do it in ranked, battle royale, events, play versus CPU, mini seasons, and conquest. So what you do is you do all the moments. Okay, get as many program points as you can so you can get as many of these cards as possible. Fill your lineup with these cards that you've unlocked into Conquest, and then work towards getting Conquest done. You will be filling out the World Baseball Classic program rewards, so you're getting more diamonds, things like that, and you're completing Conquest. It's all about maximizing your time, especially if you're brand new to the game. I would not rush into ranked seasons early on, because you are going to face 99 Trouts, Turners, Jeters, Sosas. Like, the amount of people that spend money in this game is staggering, so you've got to be prepared for that. And plus, it gives you a real handle on the game. The hitting mechanics and fielding mechanics are quite different than prior years. So, all right, we've got that one done. Let's go on to the next one. We just got to get 4 total bases. All right, Tim Kennelly. We got to get a home run. 4 total bases. Doesn't even need to be a home run, but... All right, that's a floater. Let's land. That's 1 base. All right, that sounded nice. We'll take it. We'll take it. That's 2 down. A double ends the moment. The one thing about doing moments on lower difficulties is that sometimes they don't hit the plate, and you've got to just swing at junk. And that's tough. It's harder on rookie sometimes than veteran, because they like won't hit the plate and the ball slows down a ton. Land. All right, we're swinging to junk. All right, we're in the 8th. We're getting a little nervous here as I don't have many more at-bats. Good take. And I dropped my PCI. All right, so, you know, maybe it's going to take me a little bit, maybe it's going to take me a little bit longer than anticipated. We've got one more shot. Let's do it right here. Maybe? Maybe that's a double? I'm just kidding. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Well, good news is we can just bounce back in and try that again. Oh, that sounded nice. Go on, get. Bag. It's over. All right, we're good. We're good. There we go. All right. Love that. We're able to get 2 more done. We did unlock an icon choice pack, so you can go ahead and use those. We'll keep going on with the moments after this one with my man Xander Bogaerts from Team Netherlands. We've got to get 4 total bases again. We will get our first choice pack of the 90 overall diamonds, and that's going to be big because that's going to go immediately on our squad. And I kind of rushed that. The good news is about MLB the Show 23 is that there's a lot less hits off of bad contact. In prior years, like, that might be a home run. So it is going to be a little bit more difficult for some people to actually get hits this year, as it will be for me, apparently. But, you know, I think in the end, that's a good thing, because there were so many where you get home runs where you're hitting stuff outside of the zone. Not enough. Warning track power. All right, so you're in the end of the 5th. What I would recommend is if you get that far, I would just restart, especially in total base ones, because if you get a single there, you're just wasting your time. So, and again, I'll talk about like PCI settings and everything like that for online play. But this is my first couple of games with MLB the Show 23, so I'm still adjusting, but we'll get back there. There's 1 base down. Let's hit a home run. Let's hit a nice tank. Bases yoked. I nubbed that. All right, there we go. There's another one. All right, that's 2 down. Popped right up. Not ideal. Not ideal. Whew! I love the sounds in this game. Like, the batting sounds are so nice. Ah, went down and got it, but that might be a double. Let's go. Love that. All right, one more base and we're done. Oh no! Dude, I can't believe that wasn't out. But we'll take it. All right, there we go. We're finished that, and we are going to get our choice pack done. So let's go back. And again, that's why I think the World Baseball Classic program is definitely the best place to start for players, regardless if your money's spent or not. But so there we go. We get the choice pack. And I'll show you guys the options of what we got. We'll talk through it a little bit. And you guys might, again, you might not know what to look for in attributes and things like that. And I want to use this video series as well as to teach you guys something. So Early on, again, if you are not someone who is a veteran of this game, if you are not someone who makes World Series, for example, in ranked seasons, which is very, very difficult, power is kind of the king. But as you get into the higher difficulties like Hall of Fame and Legend, contact matters just as much, if not more, because that increases or decreases, depending on what your contact level is, the PCI size. So if you've got a really high contact number, your PCI size will expand, which means that you're able to get the bat on the ball a lot easier, and then power is pretty self-explanatory. The big change this year is that clutch replaces your contact stat once you have runners on base, so that does play into it, especially if you're kind of a small ball hitter. If you don't hit a lot of home runs, you are going to have guys on base a little bit more in second and third base, so your clutch stat's going to matter. Fielding is very important, as well as arm and accuracy. Again, pretty self-explanatory there. And then speed, obviously, if you want to try and steal bases or in the field, getting to baseball, getting to hits, speed is very important. So we'll start first with Nicky Lopez, third base. He's also second and shortstop eligible. I like his contact, but his power is very low, so we are going to move on from him. We've got Jonathan Loaizaga, pitcher from Nicaragua. He's got 97 hits per 9, 85 K per 9. So very, very good stats early on. He's got a 95 overall sinker, a slur of circle change fastball. Sinker is one of the best pitches in the game. So it's a nice little mix there. He's got 99 velocity as well, so a very, very hard thrower. So this could be a decent option for us, but relief pitcher is probably the least of our worries early on. We definitely want position players just because we have brutal pitchers or brutal position players there. We've got Christian Bethancourt from Panama. Really mediocre hitting stats, is a catcher, but can play pretty much everywhere else. Does have great arm and accuracy, so if you have a hard time throwing people out from behind the plate and people that steal, having someone with good arm and accuracy will help with that. Next up, we've got Lars Nootbaar with a good power against righties at 94. Good contact against lefties. Center field, left field, right field. There are a lot of outfielders, so we'll wait and see on him. Dwight Britton, again, another center fielder. Great contact stats, but no power, so not really big on that one. We've got Yadir Drake, second base. Second base is kind of the weakest, so that does help prop up his value a little bit. Good contact and okay power. As we go on here, we've got Si Woong Park, starting pitcher. Good hits per 9, okay K per 9, but it's kind of mediocre, and his velocity on those pitches aren't very good. I'm going to move the face cam kind of out of the way here for MLB. I've got to kind of mix things up. Things are in the way compared to NHL. We've got Luis Garcia, another starting pitcher here from the Astros. Again, the K per 9 pretty weak there. Next, we've got Nelson Cruz. One of my favorite players is a designated hitter, which is huge because there is now a designated hitter on your roster. You don't have to use your pitcher, so that's pretty big. We can hide him. He's got really bad fielding stats. His speed is absolutely abysmal, but Nelson Cruz is a solid option for us because he could play DH. Then we've got Robbie Glendening. This is probably the most well-rounded hitter so far. Contact is okay around the low to mid 80s. Power is right around the mid to high 90s, which is nice as well. Fielding's okay. Speed isn't great, but it's not nothing. Marek Minaric, another starting pitcher. Again, kind of mediocre stats there. Yasuki Misago, center fielder. Great contact, really low power. We've got Lin Lee, which has got decent contact and power. Again, not great. Is second base, but can play pretty much everywhere. Good fielding, decent speed. And then lastly, we've got Tim Kennelly, who's got great contact against lefties and decent contact against righties. But I think the obvious one, in my opinion, if you were looking for a pure hitter, is going to be Nelson Cruz. So we're going to back out here, and we are going to go make our selections as we make our first big addition to our squad, and that is going to be, so we are going to select Nelson Cruz, but we also get a second one as well. I forgot we got two in this pack. Wouldn't mind going with a pitcher, simply because it's very easy to get the parallel XP to get their stuff done. We're going to earn pretty much all of these cards. Actually, you know what? We're going to go with Robbie Glendening, actually. Yes, okay, so we are going to add him to our lineup as a DH, and we are going to add Glendening to our second base spot. And now the team's looking pretty decent, and we'll go ahead and open up this well and choose our icon. We're going to go with Baseball Canada, and where's the U.S.? The U.S. doesn't really matter. As well as our new bats, Canada, obviously. I'm not going to use these, so. Could quick sell all this stuff, too. We'll see what they are in the marketplace. Again, the goal is to complete... the live series collection. So, we've just started, and we've already got a 90 diamond Nelson Cruz, Robbie Glendening, as well as the free Derek Jeter from the store with Bregman and Rizzo as well. So the lineup's already looking half decent. We're going to keep going, though, and again, this is why I think it is the best thing to do when it comes to building your team, is just doing the programs early on and starting with moments, because it doesn't matter what your team is or what you're using, because the moments are provided, the players are provided. So we're going to go ahead and continue through these. We're going to fast forward at the end. I'm going to complete all of the moments in this episode, but I'm going to have my editor just kind of flip through things. So when I snap my fingers, we're going to be done all the moments, and bang. Okay, and just like that, at the snap of our fingers, we are done all of the moments for the World Baseball Classic. Just for reference, it took about 2 hours total by just grinding it away. But now we're going to go ahead and open all of those packs to show you guys why I think that that's the best way to start the game. And here's all we've got. We also got a Season 1 XP path, players, a diamond as well. So we're going to go ahead and open all this stuff that I got from just completing those moments. Show me a diamond. Okay, that's fine. So again, for anyone that doesn't know, all the live series cards we are going to be working towards completing the live series. That is the goal of this series. We've got some jerseys. Go ahead and just pick. Where's Team Canada at? Great Britain. God, those are awful. So there we go with the jerseys. We got another uniform pack. Actually, yeah, there we go. Doesn't really matter. As well as some more unlockables. There we go. Make sure that when you're going through that you don't pick stuff that you've already gotten, because you can turn them into sets. I'll show you guys how to do that in a second. All right, so now we've got another choice pack here. So, oh, never mind, I'm wrong. There we go. Sorry. Here we go. So we've got our diamond. I believe we get a gold player as well. So a lot of power. We're not going to use any of these cards, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to take him, and then our diamond. Ooh, Ivan Rodriguez. We got Pudge, power, Lefty Grove. Oh, Nick Castellanos. Yeah, we're going to go Nick Castellanos here. All right, so now we've got 6 packs. I believe you can get all of... Oh, no, so these are... Yeah, I believe you can end up with all of these, or a good chunk of them. So, again, just to round out the squad. We've already taken Nelson Cruz and Glendening. We're going to go... Actually, Yadier Drake's pretty good. We'll go Loizaga. Okay, for that one, and we'll add him to the bullpen real quick. I guess we can do that after, because we can just put him in a different position. We'll go Lars, and we'll go Siwong Park. 4 more. We can choose 8 more. I believe we can just get them all, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. It does not matter. So, again, you get all of these 90 overall players by just completing the moments. And again, like, once you get the moments out of the way, I'll show you guys why it's important to get the moments done first before you do Conquest or really anything else, because now you can work towards the program and getting the XP stuff done with these cards. So now there will be missions where you have to get XP with each of these cards, and you get that by just playing the game. And what you can do is kill 2 birds with 1 stone by putting a whole lineup of these cards and then doing Conquest, because Conquest is kind of the next thing. So that is all of our packs right there. And again, we take a look at the program. So we've done this. We've got 70 already. As we work towards the end, we need a total of 250. But if you take a look at these moments now, you see where it's like with World Baseball Classic Jonathan Loizaga, you need 600 parallel XP. And we'll get that by doing the Conquest. And again, now we have all of these cards. And each one is going to give you 5 rewards, or 5 points towards that. So that's going to be huge to get done. Some other things you can do, you want to get done the showdown, as well as the actual Conquest for the World Baseball Classic. But for this episode, I just wanted to get that done. And then we'll go to Manage Squad real quick. Maybe make our lineup what we've got here. There we go. So we've got a full lineup of World Baseball Classic cards, and then starting pitchers as well. We can go ahead here. And again, this is not a good lineup to use online, but I have no interest in doing online just yet. because we're working towards building the squad, and we're going to be playing just offline. So, all right, so there. Team, after one episode, is in a pretty decent spot right now. Pretty stoked about that. What we'll be doing next is working towards the program right here. The World Baseball Classic one. We might go through and finish Verlander, but I kind of want to just finish the World Baseball Classic. The other thing that we're going to need to do is the World Baseball Classic Conquest, which I think is what we'll start. So by doing this Conquest, which is much faster, we're going to get a bunch of packs. We'll get we'll get 2 show packs, a Diamond Duos pack, Ballin' is a Habit, which is one of the better packs that you can get because you can get a better chance at pulling something big. And then by completing them all, we'll get a World Baseball Classic uniform pack, which is nothing for doing that. But by doing this with a full lineup of World Baseball Classic players, we can get the parallel XP done, and that's going to work towards the program and get that finished, because as we get to the end, like I mentioned, getting a shot at some of those higher 90 overall players, including this pack right here, the all around the world one. We get a shot. If you get the rare round, you can get this 99 Mike Trout or Roki Sasaki, which is a really, really good card, or you can go Miguel Cabrera. Personally, Mike Trout's swing is like unbeatable. I love it, so I'm hoping to grab this. But we'll see. Again, we might not get that, but regardless, we're going to get Shohei's closer card, as well as Taijuan Walker, and some other great ones. So as you go along here, this is just where we want to put our focus, and that's going to be with Conquest. So we'll get into that in the next episode. Want to thank everyone for watching and subscribe so you don't miss out on this series and other MLB videos. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.